but I think everybody should get. We have a special guest. This was my special guest, you guys.
I know what you were trying to say. Everybody
should get themselves a Molly Golightly sweatshirt because it's the best.
They are the
Hi,
best.
Mallory.
And someone stole it from me at the hospital.
The point you were trying to say is that she has a family member that died of cancer, and she wasn't even thinking about St. Jude. Wendy's the one that fronted that, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say.
It shouldn't have been an argument back and forth. Just
last year I owed more than that. So I pay every year. I get write-offs and credits and stuff like that, but still owe. Because I don't do quarterly taxes like most businesses. I do it
right now. There are people trying to get on chat on here that are going after Laura's daughter and Jake, my kid.
Yeah, fuck.
That's
don't
her
even bring that to
people.
light, Marissa.
All right. So Lovers Inc. You've had I've been dying to talk to you about this subject because you have had an outstanding long history with Diane, and Diane told me to stay away from you. Why ever would she say something like that?
Because I'm sizzling, bitch. I'm sizzling.
You're on fire.
I'll burn you in the ass, girl. I will burn your ass.
So do you want to tell us what happened between you and her? Were you a sub of hers? What happened?
There's only one story that she knows. And every time that she sees my face or hears my name, this is her story. Oh, that Mallory Williams. I just don't understand it. We were so nice to her. Weren't we, Wendy? We were so kind to her, right, Wendy? Remember, we used to shout out her channel and everything. I just don't know what happened, Wendy. Do you remember? Did anything happen, Wendy? No, nothing happened, Diane. I just don't know. But you're right. We used to shout her out. I actually used to like Mallory. So I can recall. You liked her too, right, Diane? We both liked her. And all of a sudden, she just took off. And then she didn't like us anymore. And she just used us for subs. She built up her subs. And then she just left. And she just used us for subs, and that's it. That's the story. That's the history. You see how that came out? So because that's it.
Naturally.
That's it.
So give us your opinion.
Yeah, sounds like a condescending bitch was saying that.
Right. I promoted your video on my wall the other day because I really liked what you had to say. For those of you who have not said it, what are your thoughts, being that you are in the drama community and you have said, I saw a video of you a year ago. You were sitting in a chair with a black background and you were talking about, it seemed like you were joking at the time that, yeah, you know that those donations aren't going to them kids, blah, blah, but you were laughing at the time. Why is it now that you're coming out and saying, I told you so?
Because I'm that petty. I am that petty, girl. It's that simple. I'm that petty bitch that when all these other people were sitting at home just minding their own business and talking about, screw you, Mallory. Who the hell are you, Mallory, for coming out and talking such nonsense about our ladies' night girls? Who the hell do you think you are? I never. You better go back to where you came from. So I am that petty bitch that likes to come forward now and just give me the old I told you so bitches. Y'all might be new to the party, but I'm not. Because I don't want to be confused for one of these Johnny come latelys or these hanger-oners or these bandwagon gals. That's not me. I'm the originator, darling. I'm the originator. I'm not a jump on the band kind of gal. I kind of plow my own way and let the cards fall where they may.
So now that you've seen that she has dismissed every request from hundreds of people to show receipts that she did in fact, well, she didn't, just donate money to St. Jude's. What's your opinions on that?
So ask that one more time. I'm sorry.
Okay, what's your opinion now that everything's come full circle, everything's come to light, and hundreds of people have been demanding and they have been very much hurt, very much confused, very much disappointed in her, Wendy and Randy for sticking up for this is, what's your feeling now?
All seriousness, okay, all clowning aside, it's sad, it's unfortunate, and if she had the means to bring this to a close, to provide clarity, it would have been done already. But instead, she has to play the what if card, the what about card, all that good stuff. the no matter what she shows card. Here's the thing. You can't really put that to the test if you're showing nothing. So you can say all you want. You can show all the receipts in the world. You can show a certified receipt. You can have a notary sign it. St. Jude's can drop it off to their house with an armored vehicle, and we would still not believe it. See, that's the problem. You haven't done any of those things yet. So until you at least do something,
right.
That argument just doesn't wash with me. That's just somebody that does not have the receipts. And it's really that simple. I didn't fall off the turnip truck, as the young kids say today.
Yeah. You look a little busy.
No, I'm got your side chat here.
Oh.
I have to also say this. A lot of people
I'm not cheating on you.
You're not cheating on me?
A lot of people are concerned.
So I can see the side chat up close.
A lot of people are concerned about Diane camming up. I can care less if Diane cams up. I don't cam up. I don't cam up. You know what? Analyzer cammed up and she screwed all of us. Okay? We saw her face and she screwed all of us.
I'll take analyzer every single day.
She looked into the camera and she fucked all of us. Okay,
well, they're all liars. So.
Right, Diane. I ain't worried about her. Like, I'm not worried about what she looks like. I'm not. I don't care about all of that. That's so irrelevant.
Alicia, as close as we were, and as much as we talked day in day out for so long. Yeah. And I didn't want to meet you, and I never showed you anything. You wouldn't be a little creeped out?
I talked to a lot of people on here for several years that have never cammed up.
Okay, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not interested in that kind of friendship.
Well, I'm like, if you're doing an online friendship, it doesn't matter. Like, there's a lot of people on here. I mean, I've cammed up before, but I choose not to right now.
I think what people are, upset with is the fact if you're wanting someone to trust you and your words, people want to see your eyes. They want to see your facial expressions. They want to see the honesty in your eyes.
The realness.
That's the whole thing with camming up.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know what I want to see? I want to see that she's not some broad living in a single wide trailer. That's what I want to see. Because the truth is, if she was some woman living in a single wide trailer, we would all have a difference of opinion right from the get-go. Our trust would start to minimize. So my thing is, you can paint any picture you want in the darkness, right? And that's essentially what she's done over the years.
Absolutely.
You take Marissa, for example. We know what her surroundings look like. We know that she's a lady of means because she travels the world. So she opens up her. We have a pretty solid idea of who we're dealing with. So if Marissa tells me that she donated $1,500 in cash to St. Jude's yesterday at 3:00, I have no means, no need.
There's not a doubt in your mind,
right? Because It's like I know that I feel confident that she's got the means to support that donation. Now, whereas someone like Diane, you have to go and this hope and a dream that you believe this voice in the dark that you all have come to know so well, and so many of you claim to be your bestie, which I find disturbing in itself. Your bestie is it's literally a voice in the darkness.
It's kind of like reading a fictional book, right, Mallory? Like a fictional novel.
You know what? Wouldn't it be, how great would life be if we could all wander around in the dark? Right. We're amongst blind people. No offense to blind people, please don't take it that way. But if we could all walk around and I'll claim that I'm a perfect 10. I'm a natural born woman with a little bit of an abrasive voice. But you know what I mean? You paint your world in the dark. Yeah. And if you find a bunch of suckers willing to hang on every word, that's how culture started. They're giving over their money. They're giving over their loved ones. They're giving over the titles to their cars, all in the name of the community pot, as some have recently said.
Wow, that's a good point.
Well,
And I'll say this, just for clarity. My grandfather lived in a single wide trailer for years. Come to find out, he was a millionaire. Just saying.
Exactly.
The millionaire next door.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right, but just
he
to go
was
back
very
on your
good
point-
at spending his money, like he put it in stocks and bonds and CDs. And,
But
he
the
was
thing
very
is,
frugal.
a single wide trailer is just not part of the picture that she paints.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
all
I
I'm
know
saying.
what you're saying. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I didn't want people attacking you, though, for, living in a
No,
single
I
wide
can care
trailer.
less where
Because
anybody
There are many
lives.
people that
I
do
can
that
care
and
less.
are
That's
very
not clarity.
fortunate.
I lived in a
Yeah.
single wide trailer from 1989 to 1992.
I've lived in a single wide trailer, too. Yeah, so,
It's been a while, but I've done it, and it was fine.
right.
I can care less where anybody lives or what social background
But
they
that's
come
not
from.
the picture that Diane has painted of herself.
No, and I
Well,
bring that up
Diane
because-
painted a pretty financially stable picture, from my understanding, and it doesn't suggest that she's facing hardships or poor or anything like that. She seems to be pretty financially stable, buying nice gifts for people and shit.
That's
And
the
doing a
picture you
lot.
painted, right?
Yeah, imagine how stable we could all be if
Right.
we had the ability to spend everybody's money. If we could step out on the front porch and our whole neighborhood will come by and drop the $5 off in our super chat mailbox every day, and we'll say, "Listen, I'm going to buy y'all a Christmas ham because I just love y'all and I'm a community do-gooder." But thank me later, even though it was your money that bought the damn ham, and you probably paid for my car in the parking lot too. But hey.
Yeah, I agree with Mallory. I'm not doubting. I'm not going against Mallory. I was just trying to clarify. Yeah, okay.
She didn't want us to get rolled over by a bunch of people that currently live in the
exactly. Exactly. I know exactly what Mallory was trying to say, and I agree with her.
Yeah.
Diane painted the picture that she was this extravagant, wealthy person, but we've never seen her. We don't know her from Adam.
Yeah, because it instills confidence, of course, because if you convince your people that you are a woman of means and you're financially you're wealthy, you're beyond comfortable, right? What would she ever want with your money, right? That's
right.
So I think Marissa just recently did a little video what did you do? Something you just put a little video out. Tell them about it in case they missed it, Marissa, where you kind of gave the rundown on how scammers work, how they present themselves, and do you remember doing that video?
No, I don't want to have a brain tumor. Remember?
I think it was Laura that did that. To be honest, Mallory.
I watched it this morning.
Or was it my video? I don't know.
I'm sorry, but the whole Diane.
It was on Marissa's community page, so that's where I found it.
Oh, Ballet Babe.
What?
Ballet Babe.
Ballet Babe did a video?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll have to see that.
Well, it was a good video. Check it out.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It has some really good points in it.
So how do you think that this is going to end, Mallory?
It's not going to end, in my opinion.
That's what I think.
Here's how it's going to go. Here's how it's going to go. I believe Diane is just she wanted the spotlight. She's got it. Let her have it, right? Because I know there's questions out there. What could be done? What could bring this to a close? Well, I think what could have brought it to a close, that ship has sailed, right? We now are standing on the dock realizing that ship ain't coming back for us. It's gone, right? So there is no conclusion. So she's just going to have to accept the fact that what I believe to be the bulk of this communities that have merged are just going to continue to drag her ass until we've had our fill. And I think that's just how it is. And sure, nothing's going to change on her end. This too shall pass. But like every other crony who operates under the St. Jude's umbrella, this will not be forgotten. This will never be a stain on her channel. Going forward, it will always come back to bite her in the ass because it will always be a remember when and what about and don't forget. This is what it will always be now. And that's her own doing. So that's how
Mallory,
I believe it comes to a close.
Can I ask you? Do you think they're past the point of rescue, as they said last night?
Who said that?
Wendy titled her video "Past," as in PASSED,
Oh.
is a verb. Past the point of rescue.
Listen.
Are they?
There ain't no rescuing coming to them.
What?
Are they past? Did you say rescue?
She asked, her title was, "Are we past the point of rescue?"
And I didn't see the video. I would say yes. I would say yes.
I think with her not showing up tonight, yes. Mm-hmm. I mean, being a sub of hers for as long as I was, and now, like, just seeing how this is, it breaks my heart. I hate seeing this go down. I used to really like them. And you guys know me. You've known me for a long time. I normally stay out of the stuff, but this has fired me up. This,
it's beyond drama. It's beyond drama. It's like true crime. It really is. I hate to say that.
And the thing is, nobody likes to be lied to, and then you're believing everything that they're telling you. And then, and someone comes in and goes, wait a minute, it may not be, and then that's it. If you don't follow the way they want you to go, or the way they want you to, you're out. It's like, fuck you, screw you, you're gone because you questioned it.
But that's essentially, go ahead, sorry.
It's okay. It's just frustrating because I was on the fence as well. But one thing, I've known Marissa a long time, and she has never, ever lied to me once. Never once.
How do you know?
I was just going on your point. I was just going to say that's essentially what they've done to the entire community, or anyone that just has the gall to question or to demand anything as far as receipts go or just transparency. They basically just give it the big old proverbial middle finger, and I think that's just a huge lack of respect, and that's just my opinion on that. So,
and Brian St. John went into one Wednesday yesterday just asking a question, and they didn't like it, and they asked him to leave for no reason. He didn't do anything that should have been expelled from that chat.
Major policing. But you know what? She says that she wants this to be a place where people can talk freely. Get your act together. What do you want?
Freely. Here we are.
What
We're talking
do you want? Or you just want people to kiss your ass?
No, they want a public show of support, and that's all they want. It's that simple. They don't want anyone in there that's non-supportive or is going to have an opposing point of view. It's because as long as they surround themselves with public supporters, they can then help to spread that lie to other channels as they channel hop that we have all the support. We got this. All you got to do is come take screenshots. Everybody in there supportive, and then they'll just have that false narrative that it's just a few riffraff like myself, and you find people that are just misled and a bunch of jump on the bandwagon kind of gals, and
Well, you can't say you publicly support and trust your friend and then yell and question them behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And if friendships have broken up over this, they weren't really friendships to begin with.
Right.
Sorry. Not sorry.
Can we talk about Wendy now?
Yeah, sure.
Girl, because she's been sitting right here on my shoulder, and I've been saying, bitch, you're next. You're next, girl. Wait your turn.
You have the stage.
Listen, here's the thing. Okay, so I was listening to her big channel thing yesterday with her and Diane, right? Because truthfully, I was expecting a Tuesday night. My popcorn was getting cold. She didn't show up Friday. I was munching on cold ass popcorn Saturday, Sunday. I said, well, whatever. I'm dreaming of hot popcorn. It'll all happen Tuesday. Well, shocker, it wasn't going to happen either. So I knew that whatever was going to come Tuesday, because I was probably going to be doing a video like Wednesday, and I just wanted to make sure I knew what was going on. So that's why I was watching Wendy, okay? But then Diane was there, and okay, so basically what it turned out to be is the Diane show, the Diane and Wendy show on Wendy's supposed channel. So Wendy was not. She painted a different picture when she was on Telfers just a night and a half before. She was acting a little ballsy. Even if she wasn't coming out and saying, listen, I'm over the whole Diane thing or whatever, she did make it quite clear. She said, listen, I'm going to start my own channel. Sometimes it's just time to start your own channel. Now, what does that mean, right? When somebody says that and you're part of a dynamic duo and one of them suddenly says, in the middle of a pile of shitstorm, look, I'm just going to start my own channel, do my own thing. What does that sound like? It sounds like, bitch, there's trouble in the neighborhood. Yeah. There's a little static, and I'm kind of bowing out. She's not pulling me down. Right. But as soon as Diane got on her little, Diane obviously called her aside and say, listen, Diane, I would think that they had a talk, but no. Diane had a talk at her, basically. Said, bitch, here's how it went. What do you think you're doing? We've got to show solidarity. We can't let these people win and divide us. The scam will never work if we fall apart, right? Yeah. So we've got to show solidarity. We've got to correct this. Now I've got to come on your channel and we've got to show that we're still together. Yes, you started a new channel, but it's just your little play thing. It's going to have nothing to do with our Tuesday and Thursday nights, where the show is going to go on as usual, as per usual. And of course, now Wendy's like, yes, that's exactly what's going to be happening. Our friendship, this was the killer, honey. Our friendship is private. It's just private, and I just don't talk about our friendship. You certainly were doing a lot of talking on Telfers, and I never heard her once on Telfers talk about our friendship is just private, and I'd like to keep it that way, Telfer. That's not the song she was singing on Telfers. Am I saying her name right?
Sam Telfer?
Yes.
Is that German lady?
Hello,
yeah. You were on there too.
It really is German lady. Everyone, I don't know why they were calling you up there. What did you do?
There's a troll in the chat. First of all, her name is Sam Teflon in my book.
Hi, German lady.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi, Melody. Hi, Smalls. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Molly. Hi, Gingerlux.
Hello.
I think that Diane postpones her lives because, after all, she's a human being, and I can only imagine how much pressure, how much it is. And I talk for myself. Sometimes I get huge anxiety before I go live. That's why I personally don't go live that much, because I deal with anxiety before I go live. Now, Diane portrays a tough woman on air, but she's a human after all. All this pressure she's getting, I can only imagine. And it is, I'll be honest, and the reason why this troll was like calling me out, because I said like a week or so ago, in my opinion, it is a witch hunt. And I stand by this. It is kind of a witch hunt. I do understand why people questioning it. I do understand that some people want to see something, but it's like, when I see so many people coming after one person, I kind of sympathize with that one person that's getting, all the heat. No, I'm not saying that everyone is wrong for questioning it or so, but, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I understand why people want to see something, but I do also I think, honestly, I don't think she has receipts.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't think she has receipts because it's going on for so. I think it's, in my heart of hearts, I don't want to believe she's a scammer. I'll be honest. I always want to.
None of us want to believe it.
I don't think.
I don't care. I don't care to believe it or not to believe it. It is what it is.
I think it's because it's going on for so many years. I don't think she has the full receipts, so that's why it's probably getting postponed. And it's tough, and I wonder how she will handle it, because I don't know. Like I said,
well, the good thing is St. Jude keeps very meticulous records. So if she doesn't have the receipts, guess who will? St. Jude will.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. My husband did say yesterday he heard something. He goes, I think he was finishing his toothbrush, and he said, "My God, is that lady again?" He goes, "What is wrong with her? Why is she still going on?" That's what he said.
And for Adrian to get involved, like,
I know.
like that's a big deal. That's a huge deal.
It is.
It is a big deal.
It is.
Can I say something about people piling on? Because I validate that point you've made, and I've heard it before. And I know it's not fun when you got the whole neighborhood coming down on you. And that's why I prefaced it earlier when I said that she's just going to have to accept the fact that it's her turn, okay? And she's going to have to ride it on out. It'll pass, but it won't be forgotten. But having said that, when you've basically told a mistruth and you've misled basically every one of your followers, whether they've hit the super chat or not, you have misled every single one of these people over the past year, over the 2 years, over the 3 years. So what is the cutoff? I mean, if you've lied or mistruth, if you've lied, right? If you've lied to 1,000 people, 2,000 people, how many of them are not to be able to feel outraged and voice it? That's what I'm getting at. So I think it's less about poor Diane and just more about every person that was subjected to this whole St. Jude umbrella thing, and I'm Miss Do Goody, and this is my sidekick, Mo. They're not the victims here. The only victims are the St. Jude children and the families there. Those are the only victims, because anybody raising money under that umbrella and pocketing
shame for that.
And some people are over there saying, hey, it was her time and effort, and if she wanted to skim a little off the top, I don't have a problem with that. I do, because it's a thing called a charity. You don't sit there and skim off the top and buy Michael Kors purses for your besties or for whoever is going to get you a few extra views. You know what I'm saying? It's a charity. You give it all. Now, just for all the people who fell under her spell, I've been saying from the get-go, along with the rest of the intelligent people, donate directly to St. Jude. You don't give it some voice. This is what I'm saying. You got a voice in the dark. Give me your money. I'm going to send it to St. Jude. No, lady, I'm not going to give you my money. I'm not going to super chat you for St. Jude benefit. I'm gonna, you know what I mean? I'm going to take my money and I'm going to donate to St. Jude.
Exactly.
Every year I donate between $20 and $50, okay, depending if I'm rocking in the money. That's what I do every December. That's what I can do personally. It ain't a lot, but it's a tradition for me. And I do it right on the St. Jude website. And I feel good and I feel confident that my 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks is going right where it needs to be. I have never once in my life said, Diane, are you doing a super chat open thing tonight for Christmas? Are you gonna send it to St. Jude people? Because I'd like you to send my $50 that way. Come on.